Yes, ma'am. Thank you. What's up everyone? Drew Binsky here from my hotel room in Miami, Florida. Today I am flying to Cairo via Istanbul on Turkish Airlines. It is my first time flying overseas since the COVID pandemic happened, and I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know what to expect, but in this video, I'm gonna be documenting everything and telling you guys what it's like to be traveling during a pandemic. All right, let's roll. The international terminal in Miami is completely empty. It is dead in here. I've been here 5 or 6 times and it's always so busy and so many people in here. It's like a freaking ghost town. I mean, look at this. Absolutely bizarre. Like nobody's around. So I'm now going to check in for my flight. Alright, so when I checked in at Turkish Airline, you had to show a COVID test that was taken within the last 48 hours, which I had because I just got one in Miami. Sorry. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was so uncomfortable. It's not fun at all. And so I have it now to board the flight to Egypt, but they have this policy where you can only carry on a small bag. You can't have a bigger bag. And so unfortunately I had to check my backpack and I had to take everything out and I was so anxious and I hate doing that stuff. But you gotta do what you gotta do and you gotta follow the rules. Literally it's like 5 p.m. right now and all the stores are closed. It's so sad. Look at this. Everything is closed. Nothing is functioning. The only thing that's open right now is the food court, so I'm heading there to get some food before the flight, before the long flight to Istanbul. Actually, scratch that. The food court is closed. The only 2 places open are McDonald's and this bakery place. Go healthy. It's still weird for me to see everybody wearing a mask in the airport, especially in the USA. Like I've seen it in Korea and Japan and some other countries, but here in America, it's just so strange that everyone's wearing a mask. But at the end of the day, it's still the same. You come into the airport, check in for the flight, get your boarding pass, stand in line. I do get that warm fuzzy feeling again that I'm traveling overseas. I'm super excited. I have 6 countries left until I finish visiting every country in the world, but all those plans are on pause right now. Everything's delayed, so I'm just gonna go back and revisit the countries that I wanna see more of, like Egypt. And after this, I'll be heading to Turkey for a month. So a lot of really cool travels coming up. Just the fact that I'm going overseas right now to Egypt, of all places, just makes me really excited. They're boarding the plane by seat numbers back to front, so it doesn't matter zones anymore. Doesn't mean anything. Now it's just back of the plane to front and you only get up when they call your seat number. It's so crazy because all these processes I've known after flying over 1,000 times and now everything is different. It's just so freaking weird. I can't even tell you guys, but just gotta go with the flow and if you want to travel these days, then you gotta follow these new normal precautions.
Remain seated throughout the sitting areas of the airport and come to the gate only and only when your seat number is called. Please do not stand in front of our gate entrances. Remain seated, maintain your social distance, and come to the gate only when you hear your seat number. 17 through 40. 17 through 40.
Thank you. All right. For you. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
It's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was a process. All right. What is it? They give us a hygiene set. Hi.
Hi, welcome aboard. You may use the second right.
Thank you. All food was served in boxes and every item was individually wrapped. Well, that was a good first flight. I slept most of it. Now I'm gonna hang in Istanbul for 9 hours. The transit buses were limited to half capacity, so it took twice as long to get to the terminal. Every other seat is covered up and we are required to wash our hands. So I'm here at the new Istanbul airport. I've been here about 10 times. It opened up last year. And it just reminds me of my trips to Syria and Afghanistan and Iraq because I would always connect here. What's up guys? Right now I'm in the Istanbul airport on my way to Yemen. I'm extremely nervous, very anxious. You can see my phone is shaking because my hands are shaking as I'm taking this. But it's usually so busy in this airport, and right now it's so empty. It's so freaking strange. Really happy that the lounge is open. This is the best lounge in the world. So I'm gonna get some food. So I'm at the point now where I've been in the airport for 9 hours. I've worked a lot. I've done everything I can do. And now I'm just ready to get to Cairo. So I got about 2 more hours left and I'm boarding the flight to Egypt.
Always wear your face mask and keep your social distance.
Yes, ma'am. Finally, I arrived at my gate for the second leg of this trip. I found it to be a little more unorganized here with less people following social distancing measures. Hi, thank you. So we had to show our negative PCR test taken within the last 48 hours. They checked it, we're good. Let's go to Cairo. Overall, this flight had the same procedures. All meals came pre-wrapped and pre-packaged. This one had a sandwich, a brownie, a juice, and a water bottle. Well, I'm officially in Egypt and the line to get through to show the negative COVID PCR test took 45 minutes. It was kind of ridiculous, but I'm here. Super excited to be back in Egypt and ready to explore. Oh my God, that turned out to be one of the craziest freaking travel days of my life. I just got back to my hotel after 32 hours, I think, of traveling from Miami to Istanbul to Cairo. But all in all, flying during COVID, you gotta take precautions, you gotta wear a mask, you gotta keep a distance. Things are different, but you just gotta get used to it. And at the end of the day, you're still flying. Flying is normal. You have your plane, you have the touchscreen entertainment system. It's fine. We just gotta get used to this new normal. And listen, I don't recommend you guys to travel right now. I'm traveling for work purposes. This is my job. If you guys feel unhealthy or if you're feeling not up to it or if you have a precondition, then absolutely do not travel. Wait for there to be a vaccine. Wait for things to get better. But I just wanted to make this video to kind of document the process during these crazy times. So anyways, it is, what time is it? It's 4:51 in the morning. I'm so tired. I gotta get up at 10 and go down to Aswan. I'm super happy to be in Egypt. This is my 3rd time here. Okay, I'm done talking. Have a good night, guys, and it is bedtime for me. All right, so the last 5 hours has been somewhat of a disaster here in Cairo. So Islam and I, we tried to go to Aswan, which is where we were gonna fly, and I had my drone with me, which I brought into the country yesterday, no problems, coming through customs. And then they scanned the bag, and they first thought it was in his bag, so they checked his bag, and I went to the line, and then they were like, no, we want to find you. They pointed to me. So then I came back, and they scanned my bag, and I thought I was gonna get away with it. I said I don't have a drone, and then sure enough, he finds the drone. And it seemed to be pretty chill at the beginning. I thought they were just gonna like, take it and give it back to me when I got back to Cairo or something. And we needed to board our flight. You know, we had to check in the next like 20 minutes. And so it just kept dragging on. And at first you thought I was getting it back, right?
Yes, actually at the beginning, but when he asked me about where is the drone? Your bag has a drone. I said no, my bag. There's no any drone in my bag. So it's this guy, and you have already left. So he asked one of the workers there. You see this guy with the red shirt?
I saw that. I was looking at you and I saw them pointing at me.
I was trying to send you a message, just go to the bathroom and like,
I thought about it.
Trying to disappear a little bit.
That's why I went to check in. I tried to disappear. But then I saw him saying that guy. But at first you thought they were gonna give my drone back when they had it.
Yes, they were smiling and no problem.
Yeah, they were smiling, and then the system is outrageous here. We talked to like 8 different people, and then we went in the back room upstairs. They escorted us into this private room, which we were outside, and we weren't allowed to go in and speak to the main person. And then they said, no, like you can't have the drone back, like this is ours. And then we were like, what? So I'm in the Cairo airport right now, and they took my drone, and they won't give it back because the military, the armed officials have it. Literally sitting here for 2 hours. We talked to like 8 different people. This system is absolutely chaotic, and I just really hope to get the drone back because I just bought it. So we ended up missing the flight to Aswan, and long story short, I got f***ed. I don't have a drone, and I just bought that like 2 months ago, and it was around $2,000, and it's gone, completely gone. Hopefully there's a small chance that we can call them or have somebody talk to them and get it back, but I don't know, man. It's gone.
Let's stick to the hope, and we will see.
It's really unfortunate. unfortunate. I've been flying around the world with my drone everywhere, over 100 countries, and I've never had it be confiscated. I've had it be held in the airport, I've had to pay a fine, but it's the first time it's been completely jacked from my bag. And the worst part about it is we lost our flight to Aswan, so I had to rebook the flights, so I had to spend another $200. So it's basically like I just gave $200 and got my drone taken. So that's pretty much what just happened. It sucks.
I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah. It's hard to try to enjoy the moment when things are going really bad, but I'm very optimistic that it's still going to be a good trip. But anyways, we're still going to make it a good trip, right?
Yeah, we're going to hit the road and we will enjoy our time here in Egypt.
We're going to have a good time.
Spend all the time. Don't worry, I'm going to...
I trust this guy. I know that we're going to have a good time. I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and ring that little bell so you can get notified on all my upcoming videos as I take you to every single country in the world.